Hello, so now we're gonna have finally the semi-final against Balance. So that for the history that was very long time ago. I mean a long time ago, and at this point Balance was really not playing too much the game, so he wasn't in the best mood. And we're gonna see like he won't play very well, but as we know he's still good player. And the thing is, as you will see, he will get better during the game. Like always, you are always like rusty the first game and better next game. So yeah, feel free to see that. It's also mechanized versus mechanized, so they are really not big disadvantage. I'm still playing, I think, a better mechanized deck because I'm playing Scandi, he's playing Entente mechanized, but really don't underestimate Entente mechanized. It has some insane shit, and so I had like a full book of fucking. I was really precise about what does Balance do to counter strike him, and so I realized he like a lot to push on golf and also at the same time do the push, the outside road push. So to counter this, I'm gonna push Foxtrot right in the middle, so exactly right in his weak spot, and I'm also gonna send a CV-19 and two Ildotso group squad on the outside road of Bravo, and also infantry on his 2-pointer. So like I'm really attacking his weak spot, and I'm putting units that will be difficult, really difficult to dislodge, like this RBS in the spot where he like to attack. And I already know in advance that there is nothing on Foxtrot, and as you can see, my prediction was so fucking right. I also knew he would try to infiltrate me on the giant forest of golf, and once more the prediction was right. And 2 minutes in, at this point of the game, I was honestly thinking, oh my god, I am probably gonna win, because the advantage is just so huge already in position. Normally you never get this far onto Foxtrot like this easily. This is just unfair. It's not possible. And I cut up some of his units on the way through. I couldn't get more kill because of course he has a lot of shit, so my unit gets stunned like instantly. But just the first hit, it killed a Moto Trutson squad, I do believe, with their transport, so that's really worth it. Not only that, but also the information, and it slowed down his unit and panic them, which gave more than enough time for me to send a reinforcement. And yeah, it's very good. Even on his 2-pointer I found success, which in the long run could really be a threat to him. Because if you let unit into a brutal like that, that can hurt. Sadly my Stormer didn't get too much damage here. Also, he surprised me with his 2 Moto Truton. I was thinking he's pushing in the outside road, so maybe he won't push from this way, but he also pushed from this way. So forced to send a Fighting Falcon, but it's not too bad because the Fighting Falcon escaped untouched, and that gave me not only the kill but also the information that he don't have any AA. So instantly in my head I was thinking, oh my god, it's time to plane spam him. Time for the plane spam. And we know how strong plane spam can be with this deck. And not only the plane spam but also the ground advantage is so fucking huge. I know now where his M84 are. Interestingly, he plays the M84R, M84, not the M84A, which is very interesting. It's one of the units that got buff in the last patch note, so maybe people don't play it enough out of bad habits, I don't know. As predicted, he sent unit on the giant forest infiltrating my 2-pointer, but I knew, so the bombing run of Fighting Falcon is coming in to meet his infantry. It didn't go well for his infantry. Now more free kill. I'm gonna push on Foxtrot also from the divider forest, trying to get basically entire Foxtrot pushing here from many different sides. I didn't micro my stormer, so I lose them, but once again the bomber are just so annoying for him. Which is funny because I spoke to him and he said that he knew the plane spam will come, but it's like it's good. It's so good that even when you know that the plane spam is coming with this deck, sometimes it's still hard to counter it. He had one silo trying to counter them, but sadly for him, in a bad luck, it ran into a 5-point box, and the 5-point box got the kill, so he lose a silo and it hurts so much. It hurts so much for him. He finally deal with my push on the 2-pointer that wasn't really meant to even push this far. It was meant mostly to make him lose time and cut off reinforcement to Foxtrot. He sent 2 Oak, basically trying to kill my infantry. But his deck, I knew he didn't like to play seats, so I didn't. I was like turning them on like very often. And I knew on top of it that balance like a lot to play the Oak 51. It's a good unit. I'm not gonna talk like it's a bad unit, but it has one problem. It's only 10 ECM and it's slow, so you can lose it very fast. And it's exactly what happened. So you lose 2 Oak 51. Now he has an AA on Golf, but it's sorry, Bravo. But it's still very close to my airspawn. And it's one of the problems when you push Bravo. It's very close to the airspawn, so my bomber get so fast here, and he loses his M84. So now the push is. It was already half dead, but now it's almost gone. Almost gone. He has no tank. He has just a ton of infantry. That's just brutal. That's just brutal. That's just brutal. He gained some control on Foxtrot, but at the same time, that just in exchange of basically the push that for him probably was meant to win the game. Like the push on Bravo, it's meant to just destroy the game. And I slowly get back in. I even have a unit on Delta. Look at this. That's just mayhem. I got unit on just Giant Forest 2. We'll try to get annoying on Golf. I actually lose my automatic here. Like, that was misplay. That was pure misplay. Actually, that's gonna force me back on Foxtrot. I will go defensive on Foxtrot because of this. Don't want to play without AA, especially when there's an M84, MA24 VP. Yeah, you really don't want to play too up where you have such units here. And yeah, it's going well. It's going very well. Also, Bravo is very close to my spawn, so like it's close to my air spawn, but also close to my spawn anyway. So, and that's why the push It's so important to delay the push on Bravo because it's basically a push that's meant to punch through and win right now. It's not a push that you can get in the long run, lasting very long without getting a huge advantage. You need to push extremely hard and get the kill. I lose one auto magic to Fun helicopter, by the way. I don't like it. Gonna force me to wait even more. And like on Bravo, that's just bad for him because on the reinforcement arrive, they arrive so much quicker for me and so much safer on top of it because it's on a road that is difficult to attack. That is, the push will just die by itself in the long run. And as we see, he still don't have any answer to the plane. He still don't have any answer to the plane, and they are just melting Zanchi here. Oh, so sorry for the plane spam. Oh my god, they keep bombing, they keep bombing. Regrouping the Ildoso group up. That's a quick trick. You can do that with all you need, but I like to do it with this squad because they run out. They tend to run out of ammo like very fast. Proletary getting caught up in the open field without their hit rocket activated. So I get the free kill. That's not good for him. The unit on Bravo are finally dealt with. As I said, any reinforcement will take an hour for him to come. And now I finally decide to send a CV. Because I killed his unit on Bravo, so I'm thinking, okay, now the important kill, the important part of repelling the Bravo push while also maintaining my foothold on Fox and Golf has been met. It's possible to CV up, and that will force him to basically push on me. Sorry. Because it will be very hard for him to CV up. So I will already send units up here on Bravo, you see, and basically that will just mean he will have to either push on Bravo, which is almost impossible now, or do something on Foxtrot or Golf. And like every of his possibility is really harsh. Really harsh. I lose the stronger I had on the +2. Maybe some player will say, maybe if you had pushed up 2 points, or like maybe you win the game instantly and so on. But I'm not sure. It might be true, but at the same time, the thing is that it's just a possibility of winning the game. And I don't want to play out of just possibly win the game right now. I want to be sure I'm gonna win the game, no matter if it took like 40 minutes. That's why I'm preferring to play solely just defending Bravo at this point, because just making sure to destroy any of his units in Bravo and playing defensive on Fox and Golf, rather than doing an all-in. What will be an all-in on his 2-pointer? And possibly throwing the game. Rather defensive than like completely suicidal. Even when I attack first shot, you see I'm like getting very slowly. On Bravo, I use like this position with CV19 and the Illustrious Grouper that will just completely cut off the road and the bridge for him, so at this point I know it's a point of no return for him on Bravo. Not only I repel his push, but like now he can't even do a second push. Now it's gone. It's completely gone. I get the stable on golf, and that's like one position that is a very big stronghold. Normally you don't lose it, but he lose it, and that hurt the butthole. That must hurt for him to lose this position. Normally you don't lose it, and wait, is it that gives the vision on M84? I don't know. I was about to say it, but no, I don't think this is what gives the vision. But it's definitely what gives me the vision of the Zanchi. Which in itself is also very good, because it's normal. The Zanchi is one of the positions of the CV. Or like a very common CV position, and that means he has like very little room for a CV. Or almost no room for a CV. Now I got the vision for the on his M84, so now I decide, oh, okay, now it's time for the ultimate funny plane spam. Gonna bomb everything, gonna bomb everything! 5 bombers, how funny it is. I do tell it's funny for me, but not for him at all. He lost 1 M84 and nothing in the change. Nothing in the change. Just a little bit damage on a puff. That's like so horrible for him. And he's not playing Sid. At this point, I mean, yeah, I'm almost trust he's not playing Sid, so I turn on, and the Hawk, despite killing 2 Laugh Garden, is not good. It didn't pay for himself still, which kinda sucked, because the Hawk 51 normally in a normal game is very good. Normally it's one of these units that are read. Oh no, sorry. Oh, by the way, I mistakenly I said that he play Entente Mech, but sorry, no, he was, of course he's not playing. He's playing Red Mechanized. Okay, just need to confirm. But yeah, so Red Mechanized, it's one of the uniques, the Hawk 51, that Red Mechanized player really talk about, and really I don't know how to say it, but like they want this unit to do a lot of damage. It's one of the units that need to do something, because it's so cheap. It also has some short range missile. It's like the unit that you send to when there is a push or some infantry that really annoy you, and they need fast response, with Mechanized really has some trouble to do. And losing them so early, so freely also, almost effortlessly, for me, like, that's just horrible. And combined also with the repel push on Bravo, and the fact that I knew almost every of his movements in advance, it's just like the game is so one-sided, and probably one of the most one-sided, and one of the games I didn't think would be so one-sided. And at this point the Brain Chain is just the ultimate. It's like the last thing. I'm even sending the cluster on his store and kill one with a transport. No, a supply truck. Couldn't kill his mortar. Would have liked to. That was a 4 stack of mortar very close to each other. And he killed only a single block 5 for all this bombing. Like, it's just infuriating. And after this game, he messaged me to say that he was a little bit salty about the plane spam, and I have to admit, the plane spam is, yeah, it's a little bit disgusting sometimes. I mean, not any every plane spam, but the plane spam of Scandinavian Mechanized is actually, yeah, good. It's good, and not only that, but also if you want to counter it, like, you need either his store, and his store can get seeded, or he has like to send some ISF, but he know I have two auto magic, and really that mean if he does a single mistake with his ISF and run into my line of sight of the auto magic, his ISF can die, which makes things really hard for him. That's what you get for not playing Seed against Scandinavia. That is mechanized on Rat. Like, auto magic is, it's just so good. And so we get the entire control of Foxtrot now. We almost pushing out of Golf. He managed actually to retake the stable, which in itself is already like impressive. It's already impressive. But I'm immediately looking forward to get it back in. He sent some BVP in the river. That's actually very smart from him to not get shot at from the open field. That's actually like super smart. I like this move. I like. Problem is there's still like a lot of unit to kill to either kill my CV or send a CV on his own. On top of it, I don't think his CV is amphibious, so no way he get any conquest position on Bravo. Now I'm trying to make a Pumsy of M84A1. Probably took too much time for it. They run out of fuel way too fast. Should have been more careful about it and send a supply truck instead. Also, this one are running out of ammunition. So yeah, that's one of the problem. And all the bomber all the pair are now ready. So I'm gonna send the block 15 and ASF on top of it, and you can see the stable just getting demolished by the M41A1 and the bomber. That's not what you want. Gonna bomb the position of his tank at one point. Got the kill, amazing. And everything escaped, and not only escape but untouched, except for this block 15 that I misplay. But that wasn't the most important. The most important was the bombers, the bomber themselves. And they all escape. That's just brutal. Just that's like probably one of the most one-sided game, and I understand why. Like it was the first game he played in a long time, and it's rough. I knew in advance almost every of his move, and it's kind of hard to come back against my deck. because it's very good in the defense, and also if you let the air spam draw up, it becomes very hard. Like it's like that for most of air spam, but most of the time, the first bombing run or the first two are like super important, because if you kill the bomber when they are like 1 or 2, that's okay. But if you start to lose your AA, and now the guy has, like me, a seed, a multiple bomber, and maybe ISF, that's where it starts to be very hard. And we are at this point where basically he can't do much. He played well, he dodged the seed missile, but it's still not enough. He lets the bomber pass through. Another seed come through. He micro well here and get the kill actually. And more units on Bravo. I think at this point it's better to like completely give up. I don't see why you will continue sending units here. And the +2 is still going on. Yeah, I don't really understand why he will do that. Finally, we're refueling the M41A1. He has one ISF. He has one ISF finally. So at least I can't bomb right now. I'm gonna need to get my own ISF. Or wait for him to evac. Whichever comes first. Thing is a little bit too late. The bombers already paid themselves, and now they can literally die, and that the game will still be on my side. And he evac. So just need to find target for the bomber. And that's a target. Some mechanism on a PES. Stormangagnor getting shoot at and still fucking hit. Just still hit on a side shot this thing. I'm so sorry, Valence, you lose your M40 M84 this way. That wasn't really deserved. Like, I play well to make this Stormangagnor 19 here, but it was panic. It wasn't supposed to hit. That's some high bullshit. That's some high bullshit. Very tricky line of sight for him. And no seed, so oh, it's just the abomination for him. Now Fashion Iron is stable, and now first it was just Dragoners, and that wasn't really strong. But now Fashion Iron 19, you really don't push back this. It's really almost impossible to break through the Fashion Iron 19. This position. Unless he has like a ton of fire support, or he has enough bombers. But as I said, I kill already his AUG 51. And now I'm gonna send the CV. I don't know which one to send, but I'm gonna send the CV. I know this is almost over. Guys, even a TGM on top of it, so yeah, really, really rough. And he's unlucky. He's unlucky with his tank. What can you do? What can you do? Already on the back foot and unlucky. Wow. The Pado Branchy are normally supposed to win this fight, but the NM 145 are too strong and he didn't micro his MG off, so they get to shoot at and just brutal. Look at this. Look at how fast their HP just go. And they are moving. They are not using the. They are not even using the best accuracy possible. My God. And I see the game was already over like not 15 minutes ago. I would say like 10 minutes ago, but I was thinking, okay, maybe if we get some equality, the conquest point gonna matter. So we're gonna try to 500 him, or even worse, maybe get to spawn, which is already possible, but he GG. Because the situation was so bad, the KD is very much in my favor, and just look at this fight in Falcon, like that's some horrible that's just so disgusting. So yeah, what to say? I think this game was like just me getting a good advantage on the opener. Like opener was almost perfect. I knew in advance what he will do. I get position on Foxtrot. On golf, I get okay position. Yeah, also my plane just getting the first few bombing run, also getting a lot of damage. His push on Bravo on the outside road failed, and it cost him a lot of momentum, a lot of unit as well. And then he was never able to get back the position I took on Foxtrot. The position I took also on his +2 took him a lot of time, and in the long run he couldn't deal with my plane very well. He didn't have a seed, so my automatic kept getting more and more and more and more kill, and it was just a one-sided beating after that. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. I mean, for the first part, but after opening it gets a little bit wonky, I must admit. And yeah, that was the first game against Balance in the semi-final. And see you for the second game.